The Coyotes take on the Hurricanes, 1 o'clock Eastern puck drop. Carolina's minus 340, total 6. We went 5-1 in our 6 premium sports picks on BrockPage.com yesterday. We're also 8-1 in our last 9 NFL tier package picks on that very same webpage. We currently have over 945 members who are signed up and active on that site. And if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally, there's only one way to do that, and that's to sign up for a membership on my website at BrockPage.com. Frederick Anderson's expected in net for Carolina. Karel Vejmelka for the Coyotes. Now, Karel's 0-4 thus far in the season. The Coyotes are still winless through 8 contests. The Coyotes allow more goals per game than any other team in the league. Meanwhile, scoring-wise, Arizona scores fewer goals per contest than any other team in the NHL. They're also dead last in offensive shots on goal. Schmaltz is questionable for today's action. They're taking on a Carolina team who hasn't lost a game yet on the season. They also went 7-0 against the number in those 7 victories. Very good with regard to the puck line. The Canes are leading the league in scoring on average per game. Andrei Svechnikov has 11 points thus far in the season, plus 8 when he's on the ice. Meanwhile, defensively, Carolina is allowing only 1.5 goals a game. Freddie Anderson comes into today's contest with a 1.33 goals against average and a 9.56 save percentage. When it comes to the total in this one, 5 out of Carolina's last 6 failed to get over the total of 6 goals. Meanwhile, 4 out of Arizona's last 5 failed to get over 6 goals themselves. I'm going to lean toward Carolina minus 1.5 in the under 6. Next game, Canadiens, Ducks, 4 o'clock Eastern start time. Montreal's minus 120, totals 5.5. Jake Allen for Montreal, John Gibson for the Ducks. Gibson's got a couple of wins through 4 starts this season. 908 save percentage for the goaltender. Anaheim's in the top 10 in first period scoring. Troy Terry's got 9 points thus far in the year. Shattenkirk and Silverberg with 8 points apiece as well. The Ducks are in the top 10 in second period scoring at home. Now they're taking on a Canadiens team who lost 4 out of their last 5 road games. Montreal is scoring only 1.8 goals a game when they travel, and they're in the bottom 3 in offensive shots on goal. Now, total-wise, 3 out of Montreal's last 5 road games got over the number. Meanwhile, the Ducks are... Excuse me. Meanwhile, the Ducks are 6-3 to the over in their last 9. I'm going to lean toward Anaheim plus $1 and the over 5.5. Next game, Sabres, Kings, 4 o'clock East. The LA Kings are minus 140, totals 5.5. Johnny Quick in net for Los Angeles. Dustin Tokarski for Buffalo. Dustin's got a 141 goals against average and a 950 save percentage. The Sabres are in the top 3 in fewest goals allowed per contest. They're also in the top 10 in scoring on average per game. Victor Olofsson has 4 goals, 4 assists on the year. Meanwhile, Zemi Jurgensen's got he's a plus 5 when he's on the ice. And I don't even know if people call him Zemi, but I am. Anyway, they're taking on a Kings team who lost 6 out of their last 7. And they score only 2.6 goals per contest. The Kings are also in the bottom 10 in first period scoring. 2 out of LA's last 4 home games got over the total. Meanwhile, Buffalo's 4-3 to the over in their last 7. I'm going to lean toward Buffalo plus $1.20 in the over 5.5. Next matchup, Columbus versus New Jersey, 5 o'clock Eastern puck drop. New Jersey's minus 120, total 6. Scotty Wedgwood for New Jersey, Elvis Merzlikins for Columbus. And as good as Elvis has looked here recently, early on in the season, the Blue Jackets are dead last in the NHL in road scoring per contest. Columbus is also in the bottom 3 in offensive shots on goal per game. They're taking on a Devils club who won 2 out of their last 3, and they allow only 28 shots on goal per game. Defenseman Ryan Graves is a plus 4 when he's on the ice. The Devils currently lead the NHL in fewest second period goals allowed. Now, total-wise, 3 out of Jersey's last 5 home games stayed under the total, 4-2 to the under for the entire season. Meanwhile, the Blue Jackets are 71% to the under for the entire year themselves. I'm going to lean toward New Jersey minus 120 in the under 6. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup. Rangers versus Kraken, 9 o'clock Eastern start time. New York's minus 120, totals 5.5. Igor Shesterkin for New York, Philip Grubauer for Seattle. Now, Grubs is just 3-3 on the year with an .897 save percentage. Seattle's in the bottom 3 in the league in first period goals allowed. Meanwhile, offensively, the Kraken scoring only 2.7 goals a game. They're taking on a Rangers club who won 5 out of their last 6 contests themselves. New York's in the top 5 in fewest goals allowed per contest on the road. Ryan Lindgren's a +5 when he's on the ice. Adam Fox a +4. When it comes to the number in this one, New York's 5-0 to the under when traveling, 7-1 to the under for the entire season. Meanwhile, 2 out of Seattle's last 3 home games fell under the total themselves. I'm going to lean toward New York minus 120 and the under 5.5. And with that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at brockpage.com, where we are 8-1 in our last 9 NFL tier package picks. I like Carolina minus 1.5, under 6. Anaheim plus $1, over 5.5. Buffalo plus $1.20, over 5.5 goals. New Jersey minus 120, under 6. Before I give you my next and final free pick for the video, one final reminder that we are 8-1 in our last 9 NFL tier package picks on brockpage.com. I'm going to lean toward New York minus 120 and the under 5.5. And with that, guys, now it's time for our shout out of the day. And that's going to go to Deshaun Freeman, who said yesterday, "Your over-unders are on point, man. Keep up the good work." And Deshaun, I certainly appreciate you acknowledging that, and I appreciate you taking the time out to not only watch the video, but drop me a line in the comments section. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. Now, just a reminder here, guys, if you do end up signing up for a membership here today on that website, you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So you're only going to get 1 day worth of content. It's just the way the billing cycle works. I always tell folks in every single video, the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. So you may just want to hold off until tomorrow to get your max value. But anyway, guys, most importantly, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Sunday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.